Want to help the channel? Go to teespring.com/shopq2cast, where you can get the new Patriot merch and the classic Madman and American Asylum shirts and mugs. Use the promo code MADMAN at checkout for an additional 10% off your purchase. That's teespring.com/shopq2cast. Hey, welcome back. Zane here. Thank you for tuning in to this edition. Just a moment before we start, don't forget, subscribe, like, share. Hopefully you can give a little support. Thank you for tuning in on there. Welcome to the new subscribers. Thank you for sharing this video, especially those on the social media platforms throughout. Thank you very much. Thank you those on those platforms that have subscribed. We're seeing an uptick on a lot of subscribership on all of our platforms on there as well. So we had Comic-Con this past weekend, but we also on Thursday we had an Xbox game conference or video, however you want to put it. This was done, shot separately in pieces, edited together, and we got this little big old chunk of video that we had there. First off, one thing, and I've discussed this in another video, we talked about the Xbox Gold subscribership. They took out the year, and we haven't heard much, if there's going to be replaced. Is there something going on? Is it gone completely? We still haven't heard anything on that. Also, we've only been hearing little rumors and ticks and stuff like that of the price on the Xbox Series X. I mean, supposedly it comes and goes on Amazon. It's in the U.S. side. I couldn't find it when I looked for it, but of course people have screenshotted it. It's there somewhere in the system, so they're trying to hold off on there. I mean, there's another conference coming up soon for them. I think in this month, in August or September, somewhere around there, because it's getting close. I mean, they're expecting, I believe, a November release date. As far as we know, as far as the rumor is that they want to release it by Thanksgiving. So we go on that. Starting off with the biggest surprise on there, and I was shocked. And this is how you end a conference or a con. Big studded thing across the screen, and guess what it was? A new Fable game is coming. Not this year, next year, 2022. It's hard to say. I mean, still not too much on there, but hey, like I said, it's a new Fable. I only did the first one. I'm gonna have to go back because it's available on the Xbox 360, on Xbox Game Pass, and I think I'm uploading that. But right now I'm doing Outer Worlds, which is something separate as well. That we'll discuss that in a minute. The other thing was Stalker 2, which I'm going to have to look back at Stalker 1 because I've never played that. That was also a big surprise for a lot of people. They didn't expect that to come. I mean, there was one, they knew it was on development, and a couple other games also, but it just basically, that it is actually coming. Another big thing on this that basically we found out, which we knew pretty much is on there, that a lot of these games, if you buy them in the standard Xbox One S, you'll be upgraded to the Series X for free, which that should be done deal anyway. That means if you bought the Halo Infinite for you and you have an Xbox One, you haven't bought the new Series X yet. Basically, as soon as you plug it in, everything will be changed over immediately to the quality level, which we're expecting about 60 frames per second to 120 frames per second, depending on the game. I mean, we had a couple of games, Ori, which basically their people were claiming that their game will be 120 frames per second. That's going to be interesting in 4K. How much of a quality difference that will be. I mean, a lot of people are buying 4K. A lot of people have 4K TVs now. 8K TVs probably coming down in price. I mean, we're hearing 12K now. I mean, there are some 12K cameras going on sale right now. Real expensive stuff. But hey, wouldn't doubt it. I mean, how much more crisper can you get out of video games? But hey, we'll see. We'll see what the future holds for us on the video game industry. Now, one of the major things they had was they showed a little gameplay on Halo Infinite, which was good. It kind of reminded me of Halo 1 on there, but it was a lot of people criticized it because the look on it, it just basically didn't look like what it should have. And a lot of the people at Microsoft, one of the people at Microsoft had said, listen, yeah, we showed you it wasn't the final product. You were seeing it through a lower value quality. You know, they gave the excuses and stuff like that, which is okay. I mean, the look of it, it looks okay. Some of the stuff, I mean, you had a grappling hook, some other things. The storyline looks good. Supposedly, it's more of an open world. You'll be able to go through where you were set to only go in several sections. Supposedly now you can go through the whole entire ring. Supposedly, we'll see what happens on that. Like I said, you know, I have the Halo Complete Collection, and there were a lot of issues with that when that came out. And of course, it's sitting on the side now. I took it out of my system, and it's just sitting there collecting dust. I might go back and play Halo 1 and Halo 3. I mean, people were saying Halo Reach, as far as quality, look a lot better than Infinite right now. But like I said, they're saying this is not the final product. The final product will be out soon, and basically to wait. That's what they said. You know, that wasn't. Now, the other thing that they did mention, which sounded really good, and right now there's a couple of them that you can play right now. I think Grounded is in there. Everything shown will be playable on Game Pass, and I think they're giving you, from what I understand, a little time on those games. As soon as they're available, they'll throw it on Game Pass, and if you're interested to buy it, I guess you'll be able to get either the whole thing, or when it's fully put on Game Pass, you can be able to play the whole thing on Game Pass. The thing about Game Pass is that the interest on there is, you know, you're playing the games. I don't know how they're making money off of that. I mean, I just started loading a couple of games. In fact, I just upgraded my hard drive systems. I'm up to 5 terabytes right now. So basically, I was at 1, then I went to 2, now I jumped to 5. Do I need to buy more? Possibly, but not yet. And you know, with Game Pass, that's changing the whole thing. And I said before, is this going to put this, and getting rid of the subscription is going to put places like GameStop out of business? You know, it's hard to say, but I think it's pretty much the writing on the wall. It's coming around for certain retailers as far as that. I mean, some independent retailers, I think there's still a lifespan for them. I know here in New York, we have a couple small places like down in Chinatown where you get modded stuff and, you know, some games that, you know, from overseas. Instead of going to Japan to get it, you can get it from these guys. And you know, it's interesting, you know, because I tell you, if you ever there's I think his name's Metal Jesus, something like that. It's a gamer that he has a great collection of games. He did a Japanese trip. He went to Japan and he showed the places that sell video games, and there's some great stuff on those shelves. And the thing about it is, they keep it in mint condition. It's very well. I mean, I think it's Metal Jesus Rock, if I'm not mistaken on that. Yeah, go over his site, give him some love and subscribe to him. I mean, he has over 700,000 subscribers, got some great videos. He just did one on that he has like every Xbox console from day one to present day. You know, I mean, he has a lot of consoles. He has such a great collection, but check out his videos. Now, some other things that I found interesting is a couple of the video games, Avowed, Outer Worlds, Pearl and Gorgon. I just started Outer Worlds for the first time this past weekend, right after the Comic-Con. I just started playing it a bit, and like I said, it looks interesting. On them, I'm on the beginning of it. Another one is Hellblade, which the first one is available on Xbox Game Pass. I probably will be downloading that one next. Overall, video itself, it was okay. I mean, they showed a lot. There was a lot they showed there, but I don't think it was enough. I think if they came in, I mean, they have so many companies they're working with now. I mean, they're buying out a lot of companies, and they're going to have I mean, it's going to give PlayStation a run for this money as far as video games. I mean, they're starting out with a lot of games for the system, and supposedly they're going to be upgrading a lot of the older titles. I think they said up to 100 will be upgraded to the Series X toward the end of the year. They'll give an announcement to which one, just like what they did with the backwards compatibility. I mean, now you can get original Xbox and Xbox 360 on a lot of games now, and they're still working on a lot of backwards compatibility. I'm still waiting for Mortal Kombat on there, which they haven't done yet. But they should have included some a little bit more indie titles. They need more AAA titles in there, really. But like I said, with the COVID thing, some things have been backlogged. I mean, a lot of the stuff can be done from remote locations, so not all together, but it can be done. So I was expecting the game industry to be a bit more stronger as far as how many games they're putting out. There should be a ton of games coming out. I mean, there's a good source of games, a good amount that'll keep us busy for a while, but I think there should have been a lot more. So comment below, tell me, how did you feel about this little mini conference they had? Were you satisfied with the games they put out? I mean, there were a lot. I mean, there's some that I didn't discuss. I mean, some of them are interesting. There's one with Jack Black. Of course, there's the racing ones and stuff like that. All that's coming out, and they all look good. But would they look good to you? Were you satisfied with the amount of games there are? Are you satisfied with what Xbox, Microsoft has been doing? So you tell me at the bottom below there. I'll be watching out for it. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for subscribing and sharing this video. That's important. Share this video. Stay tuned in the end for a message on the end on there, as we always do. So until next time, thank you for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe, and please share this video. We are on multiple social media sites listed below, and don't forget, hit that notification bell to let you know when new episodes premiere here on Cuticast TV.